than your strength.
Yeah.
No, my strength's the highest.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
We are back. Well, most of us are back. We're just waiting for one person, because I don't think the paladin's back. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We'll just
being tempted by the sins of flesh.
we'll just go forward without him, because we
It's
can.
okay.
We're going to roll initiative, and then I can roll initiative for him if need be. So okay then. So let's have some initiative rolls. Let me roll this. Oh, what? 5. Are we
You
all
weren't
done?
too attached to that spider,
You
right?
just come back and get a 20.
Say again, sorry.
I said you weren't too attached to that spider, right?
It's all right. I'm instantly attached to it. I may be not attached to this one.
This one.
This one.
Excellent. Okay then.
Just the scout.
Yeah. Okay, Julius, you are up.
No.
No.
I can't do
Muted.
Yeah. Check your mic.
Check your
Catch up.
mic.
Catch up, Tin Man.
Tin Man, catch up.
Can't take him.
Uh-oh. His
Getting
mic
headphones.
failed again. He's been having a lot of trouble with that lately.
Stick a woman in his lap and his stream goes to pop.
Shall I just roll for him?
Just roll for him. He's not going to do anything
I have
important
a
anyway.
question.
Julius doesn't
How
react
many
this
bonus
round.
action can you have in one turn?
1.
Can we just say he screams at the spider to draw its attention?
He's
about all he's
yeah.
good for
I'll
anyway.
role play him. He screams and runs out.
Okay, I'm back.
There he is.
Oh, at long last. What did I
Okay,
say?
sorry.
Do you know? Hang on. I've just noticed something about your character sheet.
Uh-oh.
Level 3rd. I thought everybody was 4th.
Yeah.
Right now.
We've been waiting for quite a while for you to roll something. If you would like to roll something.
Yes. I do apologize about the microphone. Oh, no, ignore that one.
No, we've already done initiative. We've moved on from that.
I missed
I've got the same again.
Oh, after all that.
It would have been better
As I told you, we could have just skipped him.
We could have
because
just
he was gonna
skipped
scream
him and gone straight on to the next person.
I want to hear it.
Okay, Ashenic, you're busy burning webs. Okay,
Ashenik's getting this face of just his smile is just doing this.
yeah, as it's all
He
like,
actually hit something with his
More
fireball.
he's like,
it's all like,
I had a plan to roleplay as well, but with that technical issue, it was like, oh, out the window. Gone.
Okay, yes, Tenariel, you can actually, you've seen this spider up here.
I think Tenariel are just going to hold back to have our own conversation.
Um,
Should we get involved?
I'll be sitting down munching on my perpetual bag of nuts and berries, which I will
That's a very-
share with
You got a
Aravon.
lot of nuts to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
She steals from every squirrel she finds.
She's going to be the most regular cleric I ever known. It's just like unbelievable. Okay, Bazooka, you're up.
This whole time you've been munching on squirrel nuts?
Yeah.
Are they small and squidgy?
Chewy.
Don't make
I know. I had to be so careful when I was describing what happened earlier. It was.
Bazooka, are you doing anything?
Laughing hysterically, obviously.
Okay, so Bazooka's gonna let out a loud scream. Sheddick!
Not another spider.
Okay.
Yeah, at the same time, can he swing?
Yeah, you can swing. Yeah,
Once.
Yeah, only
just
one.
once with his scimitar.
Advantage of it.
You should have picked the light maze.
Yeah, so you actually swing with your scimitar, but the whole balance of your body is off, and you actually swipe at it, and as you swipe at it, the spider extends one of its legs, and it just hits you right on the arm, right on the hand. That gives that awful numbed hand effect that actually causes you to drop your scimitar on the floor.
I'll just say I really hate that it always makes the double rolls, so you can just be completely debilitated when the one you can't use is so good.
Yes, it's fun. I like it. Yeah. Rurik, you're up.
I will use a bonus action to remove one of my second level spell.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get it in. You look. There's plenty of room there.
Duck.
You're removing one of your second level spells to put what in?
To gain 3 sorcery points.
Yeah, cool.
And I would like to roll Arcana on the spider.
Yeah.
To know about the ethereal planes.
Yeah. Well, you can roll. I mean, you've never seen one of these spiders before at all. It's completely and utterly new to you.
But I wanted to know if it came from another plane of existence.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You haven't even seen or read anything about it at all.
I'm pretty sure the first time anybody saw a spider bigger than themselves, they would piss their pants. Just no questions asked.
Already
Bearing in mind,
see
for
one.
3 of us, this is the second time we've seen
Yeah.
a spider this size.
But this time,
Ereval, you're up. You're currently sat with Tenariel watching her eat her berries and nuts.
Yeah, I'll step forward and go move up, and I'm like, it's one spider. They can handle that, right?
Easily. Yeah.
Last time they did that, Julius almost died.
All right, I am almost out of arrows, but I will go ahead and fire a shot.
Did you reclaim half of what you fired in the last combat?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got 2 back, but I'm still only at 6.
Excellent. Okay then. So
I should be able to shoot over the top of Rurik and Bazooka.
yeah, they'll just be because it's quite a large animal.
I'm going to save the 22 hits and just go for damage.
Yes, 22 does hit.
Wow.
11. Cool. Okay. Spider's turn. This is coming to you, Julius.
of course.
Okay, this is coming to you.
yeah.
16 and miss you.
Plus 15 poison.
48 of poison.
And that'll be you do have a Constitution 11 saving throw, which is not much for you, Ashedic, with your Constitution.
We don't know this.
It bites Julius, and then you suddenly notice that it shimmers and disappears.
Oh,
That's... Fuck this. Sorry. I can handle spiders only just barely. When they start disappearing, I'm kind of out.
I'm itching now. I'm feeling them crawling everywhere.
Don't get bitten, boys, because I don't have cure poison.
And
Thank you for telling us that.
I have
Oh my
advantage
God.
against poison. And resistance too.
Julius, you are up.
I do.
I can just imagine like people arriving at the entrance to the mine, just see us running out of the. As in my
Spider!
You guys are on your own now. We're done.
To be honest with you, I don't think you'll get that far if you start to run. Julius, what would you like to do?
Silver's worth this.
I'm gonna try divine sense, see if I can sense where it is.
Okay.
And I'll paste it.
Thank you. I think I know what it is.
Ever tall enough
It's
for it to crawl over
it's
top of
undead
us?
celestials, fiends, or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Cool.
try it.
So you sort of like start to think for a while, and you sort of like your goddess's power sort of like emanates from you, and you try to search the immediate area to see whether or not there's any celestial or fiends or any nastiness around, any undead, and you come back with nothing.
He has a set of
Phenomenal
shell on his
focus
shoulder.
considering what just happened, though. So even if it didn't give you anything, that's still a win. I said that's phenomenal focus considering what just happened.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I've got a my title what is right now, but it's like, where is it? Where is it?
A familiar is a celestial spirit that takes an animal form. So he sends the familiar on his shoulder.
I wouldn't say it's a celestial, or I mean, even if it is, he'll probably know what that is. He's not going to worry that he's not going to mistake your gecko that's resting on his shoulder for the large phase spider that was just in front of him. So I think it'd be safe. Shenik, what would you like to do?
Has Shenik finished burning the web? In front of him yet?
The webs are burning. So it's currently down to here, but it will quite naturally burn the rest of its way through.
Ashanik is going to produce flame again, and he's just going to turn around and face the other guys because he's been completely oblivious with all the spiders going on behind him because he's just been like enjoying burning web so much. He's just been like, he turns around and Bazooka and Tin Man just see this face.
Excellent. Tenariel.
With fire coming out his hand again.
Tenariel, you're up.
Fire.
With the scaredy cats being scared of the little spider, she'll get up, put her berries away, and turn and follow Aravol.
Cool. He's just going to, that bit behind him. Excellent. Bazooka,
Giant
you're
spider,
up.
no big deal. Vanishing giant spider, everybody's paying attention now.
Hopefully.
Just a spider.
Bazooka's gonna pull out his crossbow.
Cool.
Oh, things are getting serious when Bazooka pulls out a crossbow.
And go where?
He's just gonna like hold it up and just search the immediate area. So
Okay. Cool.
just looking around.
Rorik, you're up.
As a bonus action, I will spend 2 sorcery points to gain a level 1 spell.
Yeah. What was the because last time you pulled up a level 2 one, what was that going to be?
Huh?
Did you use sorcery points to
I
call up
converted a level 2 spell into sorcery points.
Okay,
And now I'm using sorcery points to gain a level 1 spell.
Got ya.
And I'm casting Detect Magic.
Cool. Now I've actually got that for you, haven't we? Because we had it on beforehand. What presence is it? 30 foot.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, you. There seems to be a hum of magic, almost like a remnant, something that's almost was a bit like pouring water onto sand. It's almost like you can see it was there for a moment, but then it's just sort of like disappeared. There was something emanating from here, and then you notice it was emanating from here. Can you see that?
Yeah. Is my round finish, or can I speak?
Well, that'll be your action. So if you want to use a free action to speak, then that's absolutely fine.
I point, I say right there, and I point to here.
Okay. Alvar, you're up.
How tall's the cavern ceiling?
It's a good 10 foot up. It wouldn't be big enough for this spider to be on it without you guys noticing.
Okay, that was my biggest concern, honestly.
Nowhere at all.
All right, then I will just ready an action to fire an arrow if it reappears.
Okay, cool. So you're ready in action. You notice, Rurik, that your the magic that you can actually sense moves. Okay, it actually moves. And does 10 hit you, Ashenik?
I have armor 15, so it depends
Yeah,
what you're throwing at me.
10 won't. And you suddenly feel yourself bitten from behind, Ashenik, by the spider.
This face, which was previously like, goes.
That's unpleasant.
Okay, Julius, you are up.
Out of like, he's like the dumbest man in the group. So this is like the best
That's
idea
debatable.
ever had. But, shall we go back to the place with the forks, so we can probably better defend ourselves? Maybe.
The
Okay.
place with the forks.
Okay, Ashenik, you're up.
Ashenik, just having been like felt something biting his back,
Yeah, most
he's going to
definitely.
turn around.
Good idea.
Seeing this massive spider just goes. For a moment, he can't speak. He's like,
And just and do you know you look into its numerous eyes, and as you sort of like gaze at it, you almost like gets this feeling of telepathy coming towards you, and you look at the eyes, and it's almost as if the eyes are saying, "You burnt my web."
as that, Ashenik just slightly goes, sput, looks to his right, sees that he's got a hand full of flames, and just throws it at the attacks out, lashes out with his produced flame at the spider.
Yeah, roll you to hit.
Yeah, no problem. 14. It doesn't.
Actually, does hit it, so do some damage.
It's big and slow, fortunately.
I'm just looking at Big Beastie's face there. It's hilarious. He's like. He's just
5.
speechless.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's right behind him, so it's like.
Excellent. So you, this spider appears, and it sort of like bites into you. You turn around and you whack it with your flame, and you sort of like catch it just right to its sort of like its central area of its face, and it sort of like rears up slightly, and it almost like hears a chattering scream sort of like sound coming from its mandibles, and then yet again it disappears.
Grab it.
As if Ashenik's going to grab hold of a giant spider that can disappear. I'm going to be your friend.
Tenariel, you're
Not
up.
a great plan.
Tenariel is going to watch behind the group
Yep.
because we're in a narrow passage.
And there may still be something coming up behind us. So well done.
Yep. Excellent. Bazooka, you are up.
As Bazooka was scanning the area, Rurik said, "It's there," where he pointed. So he's turned around and aimed his crossbow over here, but can't see anything. But then at the corner of his eye sees it over here. So he's literally just spinning on the spot, like looking everywhere with his crossbow, readying for the next. Readying for the next time he sees it and gets a clear shot on it.
Cool. Rurik, you are up.
I will move it here, and I'll ready a fireball when it reappears.
Okay. You can sense something that's magical currently here.
Does he say anything?
Right?
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Here? You say it
Okay.
now.
While I ready my firebolt, I point where I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. So that's just like, to you, that's just like a brick wall. Ereval, are you casting your fireball?
I'm reading it to
These spiders.
Okay.
when it reappears.
Okay then.
One just crawled down it.
Ereval, you're up.
Airball is going to not completely gently push through the other three, and he's got an arrow ready, and he's like, "It's just a bleeding spider. Deal with it." And ready another action. He's kind of waving his bow around. He's obviously agitated.
Ready that if it appears, you're going to
If
shoot
it appears
Yeah.
anywhere within sight, he's going to let fly.
Okay then. So it actually appears in sight now. So roll your to hit. The armor class of the spider will be adjusted because of where it is. So it might not be the same as, but 19 hits it. That's not a problem. Is that 8? Yeah.
Yep.
Because it actually appears right behind web burning guy
Web burning guy.
again. So your arrow, so you see it starting to shimmer, the air starts to shimmer, you fire your arrow and it hits it, and it turns round and bites 6 points of damage. 6 to hit, which is miss. That would have been 31, almost 31 points of damage.
That would have killed me dead even at full health.
Yeah.
Do I have the attack?
Do you wish to fireball it?
Yeah.
That's an ungodly amount of poison damage.
It's currently
Shinnik is making mental images of this.
link the fireball spell in the thing for me.
I was going to say, oh, never mind.
Oh dear.
Got my,
Is it fireball or firebolt that you're doing?
Firebolt. It's a cantrip.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought he said fireball, and I was ready to think, how many of the people is it going to?
I was aware.
You would, for once, you would have survived, Sprocketeer.
I would dive out of the cave entrance as the flames erupt behind me in slow motion.
Okay, then, yeah. So you've got to make a ranged attack on the target. So I will just adjust its armor class, just as if you're firing it the same as Ereval. So go for it. Yeah, 18 will hit it. 10 points of damage. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. And this spider shimmers for a while as it screeches and then falls dead
what?
on the ground.
That was it.
Bloody spiders.
Just to say,
Shinnik
guys,
gives it a good kick.
yeah, just to say that, I mean, I think,
You were expecting that to go a little worse.
no,
Yeah. That could have gone very bad.
it could have gone really bad. It could have gone really bad. And I'm not saying what I would expect you to do, but I think if any of those had actually hit, it would have done some quite
We
serious.
would have suffered some loss.
Yeah,
There'll be a few dead corpses lying around.
yeah. Okay.
Because I'm a dwarf, it's only half damage for me.
We'd be debating whether a restoration spell was in order.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I will take it off the thing. Yeah.
Is anyone down on points?
Health. He is.
No.
He is.
You are.
I am.
Oh,
I've got a potion of healing, 1d10.
keep it. We have lay on hands and cure wounds with
Times 3.
3 people that keep potions. collect them.
Cool. Okay then, guys. What would you like to do next?
4 healing potions.
Is it dead yet?
You nuts.
Guys?
Shenik gives it another kick in the face.
Did
Guys?
something
I think
happen?
so.
The spider's been dealt with.
Are we sure this passage is clear? Can we deal with the other one now?
Yeah, it looks like a Shenik can sort of like, you can see down it as well, but it's quite. You're not sure where this spider actually came from.
No more
Because-
invisible magic dwarf? You seeing anything else?
Because there's nothing actually down there that it could not have been hiding in this corridor. No way at all.
I don't sense anything more with the detect magic. There's
No,
nothing
the
that's
only
going on.
magic that you detect now is the fading spider.
Shenik, still not quite believing this dead, is going to give it, like, this giant spider's dead, is going to give it a very
Well,
hard poke with
Airval
his
should
core
be
stuff.
radiating magic, I think. Just kind of want to clarify that real quick. I'm still carrying that compass, the one I'm referring to as Compass of the Sparrow. Does that radiate any magic for?
Yeah, anything. But I always assume anything that's on your persons. I'm not going to go over every time Warwick does detect magic. I'm just going to let them assume that people know that they're there, and then that would be it. So yes, that does radiate magic all the time.
You can rule that out. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What would you like to do, guys?
Shenik is going to use Cure Wounds on himself.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Shall we move on to the next threat?
You don't need
The
to.
magic.
You don't need to touch yourself with it, don't worry. I'll give you that. Oh.
Unless you're resisting your own touch.
You can just roll how much you actually do with it.
I could see a Shenik slapping his own hand away.
So you,
I said no.
No.
I say no.
No, damn it.
So that's nine points of healing damage you do.
Cool, thank you.
9 plus 6.
No, just 9 because it's not a critical hit.
All right, I'm all for it.
Max
What do you
out.
see down here, Tin Man? What else do we need to deal with now?
Just the mushrooms down there. Let's see. I think it's all clear apart from them.
Badger.
Shenik's going to go.
No,
He's
back
just gonna
where the last monster were.
Anything else we can trigger?
Just one more thing. On the lift there, up where you're going, there was one more rust beast. We didn't explore to the end as well.
Up
So, yeah.
this way, you say. Shall we? Let's just get done with it.
I'm having my axe out.
Okay.
I've still got
Ooh,
an
not
arrow
this way,
knocked.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Anybody particularly observant might be seeing me a little more agitated, waving my bow around.
Yeah,
We've hit that threshold.
Okay. Just round about this. I'll just move Bazooka out of the wall.
Get on the wall. What are you doing? Little buddy.
No, get out of the wall.
Oh, is this actually in the wall? Okay.
Little buddy, you
so
can't go that way.
Julius, as you turn round the corner, just here in the
Another
corner,
spider.
and I'm going to put the monster on, but then please wait until I've finished the whole description of this place before you burst into action. So as you look into this corner, all this area right the way, sort of like from sorry, let me just get on the right layer. Also, like from here over to here, seems to be piles of wooden equipment, and it's almost like the wooden remains of equipment with the metal bit rusted out of it. And if you remember, one of the things I said to you when you were up the higher level was that you noticed that there was no tools around the place. Well, you figured this is where they all are, but with the metal bits actually removed. You do see a rust monster in the corner, okay, and it seems to be almost like harboring something. And you can see that in the corner, with it, it seems to sort of like nestled up by the side of it, seems to be almost like 4 or 5 miniature rust monsters, almost like tiny little baby rust monsters. And you've obviously come across, it doesn't sort of like take, even a paladin with your intelligence can figure out that this is probably like a nest. And they've obviously been bringing stuff down here and to actually live. And this would account for all the mining equipment, or the pickaxes and the shovels not being present on the top level, because they're all down here. And obviously they've been using them to feed their young. So, and this sort of like mother rust monster is actually sort of like right up in the corner, and with her little rust monsters by her side, and her antennae are sort of like wiggling, and she's almost like in a defensive posture, but obviously doesn't want to rush out to attack you, because it is quite obvious that she realizes that she will leave her baby rust monsters defenseless. So she's obviously there, and she's sort of like in the corner among a whole load of planks of wood, etc. Just so you know, the planks of wood start, can you see these two things here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the pile of wood starts on the opposite side. So if you do move across that those squares, then it will be classed as yeah, and it'd be classed as difficult terrain. And if any, it's actually fine to walk on, but you know, it doesn't look too stable, and you don't know what's underneath it. Plus, please remember that rust monsters look a lot lighter than you, and so that's it.
I doubt the Tin Man's going to have any sympathy to these babies, but thanks for the moral dilemma just the same.
Yeah. No, he does, but he doesn't. He's angry because he now has his chest hair exposed, but he also has the religious, is like every creature is kind of holy, kind of.
He has his chest hair exposed. How long is your chest hair?
Leg hair.
Leg hair.
That's what he's called.
Good grief, man!
It's creepy.
All the way down. It's a gorilla.
Airval is going to address him. It's like, I appreciate the nature of this situation, but it very distinguishedly made the mistake of building its nest in a place that we have got to get clear in order to deal with these werewolves. It's kind of a greater good situation. So
Maybe
Druid,
we can collapse.
would you mind? You could just clear this out for us with a little bit of your fire, and we can be done with this whole thing.
My character is so contrived of this situation from anger and empathy, is like he wants to just stay out of it. Nearly.
Good. You can take a step back
Good.
and let everybody else deal with it. The less conflicted will handle this situation.
He's, you know, he's like, he mumbles under his breath. He's like, it's.
Okay, so
That's amazing.
okay, so roll some initiative dice for me, please.
Sure.
I'll roll as well.
Yeah, you need to.
He doesn't know what he's going to do with that initiative, but he'll roll for it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, I'm 5, so I didn't.
Damn it.
Oh, hang on, I'll put
I wasn't
one.
selected.
I can put you on, don't worry.
I can't actually select my character right now.
There you go.
You can't. Another spider.
However, if they attack, that'll be like
16. And Julius, what was yours?
5.
Sure.
Did that spider disappear?
Is there a reason we can't select our characters right now? Or is it just me?
Just you.
Just me. Fantastic.
You should be able to select them.
Oh yeah, you're on the ruler.
You're clicking on the wrong one.
This is very, very good point. I'm better now. Listen. Our view.
Okay then. So guys, tell me what is the plan?
I'm advising the druid to kill it with fire.
Let's collapse the shaft behind us. And let
And that
them-
may leave it alive and just trapped. We could end up having to deal with it again later. Or the miners will have to deal with it later.
Burn them all.
We
because
promised to
maybe
clear
you
out
didn't
these
see
caverns
that.
for them.
Maybe you didn't see, but they only eat stuff that was like iron. So they probably don't eat gold or silver.
Burn them.
Because gold and silver cannot rust.
just silver, isn't it? Gold doesn't rust.
What do you wish to do, guys?
My character's out of here is like just taking a step back
Okay.
with his mold.
Kill them.
Are you taking this a step back from where you are at the moment?
No, literally, he's going to stay where he is, but he's like pausing.
Okay.
It's
cool.
like, oh, what do I do now? It's like I have my religious views, but I'm pissed off, and also the mission.
Okay.
Right.
So let's go into an initiative order. Let's do it that because that'll be how quickly people can actually react. So Rurik, you would be up first on a 20.
With fire.
I put my finger like this and I say, stay back.
Okay. Stay back, Rust Monster.
No,
Excellent.
I'm saying stay back to the rest of the party.
Okay. Are you doing that? Do you wish to do an action?
Let it go.
I'm reading a spell.
Which spell are you readying? I like the way he's facing at the moment.
My burning hands.
Cool.
He's facing the wrong way.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
You did
Okay.
it.
Are you readying it or casting it?
Readying it.
Under what condition then? Are you
If
holding
they
it?
try to kill the rust monster.
If they try to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're going to attack us?
Aravolt, do you wish to do anything?
Is the Shinnick fully human or half elf?
I'm
Human.
fully human.
Full human, because
He has normal
Araval's still
ears.
trying to come up with a good nickname for a Shinnick, but
Woodman.
Woodman. Well, no, he's a woodman himself. He's a wood elf who grew up in the forest all by himself. So
Yeah.
like I said, that one he's struggling with. He's like,
Sapling?
could you deal with this? I don't want to waste any of my arrows on this situation. But it needs to be
Sapling. Call him
dealt with.
Sapling.
I kind of turn to him and is like, really? But this is young.
Okay, Tenariel, you're up.
I don't even know what's going on.
No, so
why
you
why
just.
have we stopped, guys?
So Tenariel starts to eat her fruit and berries.
Ah,
Okay,
well,
then,
yeah.
More squirrel nuts for Tenariel.
Ashenik, you're up.
Ashanik is going to stand on his tiptoes and try and peer over the wood elf ranger in front of him because he can't see what's going on. He's like,
You can step past all of us and get up to about here and have perfect position.
But you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Okay, Bazooka, what would you like to do?
Bazooka's going to push through.
Cool.
He's happy to slay a couple of babies.
Where would you like to go through to?
Hey, I want to get up here.
Yeah, cool. And
Can
what do you wish to do when you get there?
Can I shoot it from there?
Yeah.
Or is it too far around the corner from where I am?
No, I mean it's fine. You probably technically you'll probably have to be there to shoot it because of that corner, or before you panic, there
Right.
or there. Either of them is fine.
Okay, I'll go there, and I'm just gonna.
Where it is
roll
at the
some-
moment, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna shoot it.
Excellent.
Pang!
Right,
Ah.
so you release its crossbow bolt and it goes flying over the rust monster's head. This, of course, like bursts the rust monster into almost like fight or flight. And obviously, it's not going to just sit there and let things attack it. So it comes dashing over here and lets out a bite towards you, Bazooka. 12
No.
will miss. Okay,
Yeah.
Julius, it's up to you. Julius, you can see the little babies now going like that in the corner.
I see what you're doing here. Like
Is it getting harder?
It is. It really is. I do see, the
Actually,
advantage.
just to let you know, one of the babies is still attached to one of the little teats on the bottom of the mother, and it's being dragged along by it, and you can see it sort of like. All right.
It is a
Too
back.
far in, Will's too far.
Oh.
Julius, what would you like to do?
I mean, my character was on a conundrum, but as soon as it started to attack, yes, it was provoked, admittedly, but I had to protect my team. And then that was kind of the breaking point, as I will join the fight
Cool.
in this.
Well, roll to see whether or not you hit.
It ate my bloody sword. I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
away with it.
Yeah, that certainly does hit. Nice one.
It's like tears streaming down. I'm sorry.
The paladin only strike
fuck
true when you're doing cruel things.
Do
Oh, you killed a baby, you monster.
yeah, you actually sort of like swipe with it, and you actually catch. You actually almost like do an overhead blow on it, and you actually slice it down, and you sort of like hit part of its shell. And as you finish the blow, it actually cuts the baby that was attached straight in half, and it just sort of like it just bursts into deathness. All right, let me just.
Making that sound when you accidentally stand on a snail.
It's still a kill. It's still a kill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So just to let you know, the rust monsters had its go. So we're back to Rurik now.
More fire.
Rurik, what would you like to do?
Are the pillars there wood?
Yes, they are.
I will start to whack into them with my axe.
With your axe. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're cancelling your spell that you had ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. So you can hear Julius behind you. You can hear Rurik hacking with the beam behind you that's holding up the ceiling with his axe. Arval, your turn.
Araval's gonna take a step up. You see in the distress that Julius is going through, he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and attempt to draw him away from the battle and say, "We have to do this, but you don't have to be a part of it."
Oh,
Too late now.
Arval, Tenariel, are you still with your nuts and berries?
Well, nobody's told me what's going on yet. I've got no idea.
Well, you can see
So,
you can see Rurik trying to chop down a supporting beam, and you saw Bazooka dash up, so you can see that combat is happening up
Right.
there.
Well,
So,
I'm going to keep an eye on behind us.
yep, cool. Ashenik.
Shenik, seeing the brutal butcher of baby insects, sends a cold shiver down his spine. So although he will defend himself, he still doesn't like animals and insects and things being
it's
brutally murdered.
It's an
So
it's an animal. It's not an insect. It's
It's a monster.
yeah.
He's going to turn his back on it and stand next to Tamriel and start up a rather loud conversation to try and hide the noise of butchering
Okay.
from behind
Bazooka.
him.
Off you go.
There's not much I can do here. How long did it take to reload the crossbow?
One turn.
Yeah, so you would reload it on this round.
Is it a heavy or a light crossbow?
It's a light one.
Light one. So yeah, he's gonna reload the crossbow.
Excellent. Okay, Julius, you're up.
I'm kind of like I'm a broken man at this point. It's
And we'll
like,
let Ereball drag you out of the fight.
I'm willing to do a strength test on this one.
And you'll need to oppose the strength test with each other.
I will oppose,
Yeah.
I'm
but
not sure there's any point if you're
if he
actually going to
drags me
fight him.
away, then he drags me away.
Okay. So you will both roll your strength, and your DC will be the other person's strength.
Okay.
Opposing strength.
So that's not going to get over.
Oh God.
No.
Okay.
So he doesn't move.
I wasn't trying to force him anyway. I just wanted to give him the opportunity to
He doesn't
withdraw
move.
from the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have done it to the.
Like a little tongue.
Okay. Julius.
So therefore, I don't even notice that he's next to me. It's a case of it's like okay, I'm. It's like
Committed.
he's now attacking our group, which was the straw, but yeah, I'm still going to go for it.
Okay.
Bloody bugs. Deal with it.
Again, tears streaming down my eye.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, don't make me kill this.
No, it's still alive. Excellent. And would you like to make, please, a DC saving throw? Dexterity. 11.
There goes my armor.
It's just that had to be a part of this.
Okay, so as its antennae come down as before, you quickly put your shield in your way, and you suddenly think at the last moment, no, that is not the best way to do. And you try to move it to one side as quickly as you can, because you remember that last time this saved you. However, as you move it away, Bazooka's eyes widen as he actually sees the antennae touch the shield, and slowly from the base going up, just migrating as it comes up, your whole shield just dissolves into rust until all you've got on your arm is this leather strap has fallen off because it's normally clamped on. It's this one that you're still actually holding onto nothing, and the whole shield just dissolves. So you're now losing. Is a shield minus +1 or +2 to armor class?
+1.
Okay, I'll check it in a minute. Yeah, I think it's +1, but I'll check. So that's your armor class.
You're now -2.
Shield.
Well,
It increases your armor class. Yeah, I thought it was
Be
by
glad we
2.
haven't progressed far enough to for magical items.
So-
I'm now 19 to hit.
90. Yeah, because what was it before? 20,
21.
21,
21.
Originally 21.
The leggings were 20, and now it's
18.
18. I was going to say, stick it in the green circle thing.
Yeah.
18 green circle thing. It's your armor class.
Okay. Rurik, you are up.
I will continue smacking at the structure beam,
Yeah.
and I will say to the other guys, it's probably a good time to get out, guys.
Okay, so you're at the end of this round, you sort of like the end of your turn, you actually break this beam. Okay, Arval, you're up.
Araval acknowledges that he's not going to remove Julius from the combat. Silently considers changing his nickname from Tin Man to Infant Slayer for relenting to use one of his arrows on the mother of these creatures.
Cool.
No.
That's as bad as it possibly gets.
You mother.
Yeah,
He
so
doesn't feel conflicted about killing these creatures. He feels conflicted about involving Tin
so
Man in this whole situation.
that arrow actually fires out, and it actually hits. It actually snaps as it comes out of your bow, and so that arrow is now completely and utterly useless.
Good, I can blame it on equipment failure then.
Tenariel. Tenariel and Ashenik, are you doing anything in this combat, or can I just...
Yeah,
We can
just
skip
miss us
over
out. We'll
Yeah.
be getting to
We're
each
natural.
other.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Bazooka. You
So,
are
okay,
ready
this
to
is-
load. Yeah.
This is loaded, is it not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ready. It's ready and loaded.
Ready to fire. So he's going to aim it right at the ugly little monster's head and miss again.
No,
Oh,
19 hits it.
3.
Cool. It's still alive.
Damn it.
Okay, Julius, you're up.
That's you, Bat.
Come on, pay attention.
I was getting a beer. Well, I was
No, you
getting someone to
weren't.
I was getting someone to get me a beer.
Yeah, we know. Are you going to hit or not?
Yes, I am. Absolutely. I'm like not rage mode, but nearly. 13.
Misses, I think. Yeah, misses.
Okay.
Okay, Rust Monster's turn. So this is its bite against you, Julius.
Yeah, that's good.
15. No, 15 won't hit, will it?
Nope. Not anymore. Well, still won't.
No, your armor class is 18. Okay, Rurik. So it's your go now. So you knock down this post. There's a bit of dust that sort of like falls down from the ceiling. What do you wish to do next?
There's another boss here, I think.
Yeah, there's this one is there's another one here. There's another one here. Sorry. There's another one here. And there's two behind you, and there's one next to there's one next to Arval there, and there's two behind you, and there's two in right next to the Rust Monster as well.
Mines need clearing. I mean, getting rid of everything.
What do you wish to do, Rurik?
Oh. I will start to whack at the one next to Araval.
Which one? The one at the top, or what? The one behind him? The one level with the one that you've already knocked out. So this one. Yeah, cool. Okay then. Arval, you're up.
You're not you. Still muted.
Still muted.
So there's a baby sitting next to Araval, standing next to him.
Say again, sorry.
One of the babies is now next to Araval.
No. Rurik's chopping down the post next to you.
Oh,
He's
okay.
He's trying to
he's
okay, on
chopping down this post.
All right. Try to take out the mother again. Launch another arrow at it.
Cool.
Kill it.
Yeah. Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it hits, but it's sort of like hanging on to grim death now.
That's because I'm support. I don't get kills. I just weaken them.
Bazooka, you're up.
He's going to reload his...
You're
crossbow.
reloading. Okay.
Yeah.
Julius, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another hit.
Cool.
Yeah.
That misses.
I really should. I don't have a shield anymore. I should double hand hit, but that'll be next.
You should. Okay. I think I bit last time, so it's antennae time this time. So, Julius, dexterity roll, please. DC 11.
Oh, not again.
No, it was the antennas last time, wasn't it? Because it disintegrated.
Yeah, I lost my shield last time.
No, if you have a look up, it's a DM bite rust monster. I did a 15 and a 23, and you said it hit, and I said what? A 15 hit?
No, I said it. Yeah, you are right, but I did say it. I swear.
Okay, so it touches another bit of your tunic, and it rusts off all sort of like what your arm where your shield was. It touches the chainmail on there and the plate on there, and it touches that and rusts it all away. And so your armor class now goes down by another 1.
So the hit is
17.
17.
Yay, you're on my level.
Okay.
Big BC, it is your time to shine.
So, Rorik, you knock this one out at the end of the round. It looks like the ceiling is losing support where you and Aravol are now. It doesn't look like it's affecting the ceiling supports up here, because that's still supported by the other 4 above you. But you can see this as well, Aravol, that now these planks of wood were actually supporting the ceiling directly above your heads. So you can see that there's bits of soil and gravel coming down, and it has been doing it all the time that Rurik's been hitting these posts. The one that you've just done now, Rurik, you don't actually manage to chop it completely out. After a while, it just splinters out of the way, as if the support, you've sort of like softened the support, and it's no longer holding it. What do you wish to do, Rurik?
I shout, you should get out now. And I start to move away.
Yeah, do you move? Yeah, cool. Thank you. Aravol.
Run and save yourself. Aravol's going to realize what the hell is going on, follow, and say, "Bleeding dwarf, god damn it."
So these are the 2 posts now that are out. Tanera and Ashenik are busy talking to each other. Bazooka.
Release the bolt.
Okay.
Are you going to move?
Why should I move? It's attacking you.
That misses. that misses the rust monster. Julius, you're up.
Can I grab Bazooka and move at the same time? Or
Yes, of course you can.
Nope.
You can certainly try.
You're needed to hit roll to grab him.
okay.
Right. So you'll just do like you'll just roll a d20 and then add on your. Are you proficient like in unarmed combat or anything like that? Probably not. So
No.
just sort of like add on your strength or your dexterity, whichever is highest. I don't mind.
Just make a
Okay.
strength roll.
Yeah, would I just roll my strength then to?
Well, we're going to see whether or not he can grab you first, because if you imagine, this is all combat going on at the moment, so he actually has to time it right to sort of like grab you. So that's it to hit roll. Yeah, so you actually do grab him. Okay, so now you have to move out with him. So this is when you'll check your strengths again. So are you? Hang on. First things first, Bazooka. Are you going to resist Julius pulling you?
Yes.
Okay. Then. So Julius, what is your strength? Bazooka.
16.
16. So you both of you need to roll strength rolls. So both roll your strength, and then we'll have a look at them both.
But equal as well.
Oh yeah, that's not a
Damn it.
problem at all. So yeah, you yank bazooka out of the way, and the rust monster sort of like goes back into the corner. You notice that a part of the wall, the part of the ceiling, sort of like caves in like this, very close to you, Bazooka. Bazooka, make a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 12. Yeah. So you, as it sort of like comes down over the top of you, you sort of like see it and dive out the way. Although you do take 9 points of damage as some of the rocks sort of like hit down onto you.
So is that 4 damage?
Yeah, foresight. Yeah.
God damn you, dwarf! I didn't want them trapped back there.
We just got out. It's good. It's good.
It's not good. Those miners are going to come down here, clear the rubble, and then they will have to deal with these creatures.
Okay.
We can come back if need
There's
be.
no way through that now. It's all.
It doesn't look safe now. It might not even look safe to excavate it. Well, you don't actually know what this ceiling is like above it, and so really and truly, there's no way for you to actually get through there. But you know, rust monsters do have this wonderful ability to burrow.
Now we are going to have to babysit the miners when they come down here and try to clear it out.
I kind of go to Ereval and there's we got big werewolves to fry.
This whole mission's for naught if we cannot secure the mine so that we can get the silver to take care of those werewolves.
I don't think the miner's gonna be afraid of babies.
One of them was a trapped mother trying to protect its babies. If you don't understand how dangerous a mother protecting its babies can be,
You just asked Julius.
this is still a problem.
I'm now like no longer. I'm all naked. He's like,
Yes,
yes, I do.
He's slung his crossbow.
That's what you look like, Tin Man?
He's,
No wonder you wear a mask all the time.
he's just he's going to push past Julius and everyone else and say thank you, and then he's going to go and collect his sword from wherever it were down here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
is like I turned.
You're back.
I turned to Ereval, calm her down. It's like,
Hey, I am not a girl. Please don't.
sorry, calm down. He's now done. We got to just continue. We can't. There's it. We got to go on down and do the rest.
Yeah, there are bigger things for us to deal with, but we cannot ignore what just happened to you. We will be coming back to deal with this.
I think the other interesting thing about that is that, Julius, I have to say at this point, out of DM character, if that strength roll had have failed,
Yeah,
You would have lost little buddy.
2 people. We would have lost 2 people right there.
well, I don't think you would have lost 2 people. I think you would have lost Bazooka.
Yeah.
Because you would have tried to pull him out the way. He
Failed
would have
and
resisted
dropped back.
and stayed there.
Yeah.
And then the roof would... So he would have been...
But he
On the
could have been
opposite
trapped in the room with the rust
But,
monster, and then they
Julius
become
would have
firm
taken the
friends.
damage instead of Bazooka, and Bazooka would just be gone.
And
We'd come back, we'd dig him out, and we'd just
But,
find a naked
but the
gnome
thing
just
is,
standing there going,
If Flat would have killed the babies and stuff, he would have break his old.
because of the actions of the mother and the mission, I would have actually done them all.
But you had
So-
broke your oath you did to your gun.
No, because it's yes, all is holy until it reacts. If you know what I mean. Yes, it's protecting. You know, remember if say let's put this into context. Who can do the best good? A beast, which there are many of. So it's not going to cause extinction, or our mission that will create more people to go to the religion, if you know what I mean, and to live. I see.
You're
The
saying that
greater
what the
good.
dwarf just did was for the greater good? As if we
No,
were under
not-
some pressure to quickly deal with this threat. We didn't have the time to
Yeah.
dispense them
It's-
properly.
If more people that are alive are caused damage, if you know what I mean, it's like people that believe do have damage to them, such as miners and engineers and everything like that. If we clear this mine out for all the beasts that don't think, it's like yes, all beasts are holy, but if the beasts cause damage cells to those, then they kind of had to be cleared out. That's the religion that I'm kind of am with.
Ereval is going to glare at you for a moment, reach under his leather armor, and fondle a wolf tooth necklace that he's been hiding. Contemplate and then say, "Let's just move on. We need to finish this."
Bazooka's at the bottom of here now,
Yes, I
Really?
can see it. Yeah.
peed off, saying, "Let's cheap chat's move." Not more
But
than
you need to be careful with your oaths. You can lose all your level of paladin if you break them.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's crack on.
Let's just get this finished and over with.
It's
We have so much that we have to face and deal with.
yeah. We have a mission. All the things.
Just all the things. Just all the
Yeah.
things.
All the things.
Perhaps we shouldn't split up so much.
Are you saying we're leaving you behind, Tenariel? Are we moving too fast for you?
Not at all.
Ashanek is going to take off his cloak and pass it to Tin Man that is no longer Tin Man. And go, I'm tired of looking at your bony ass. Wear this.
I still have my cloak.
Oh, you got your
I-
cloak. I didn't realise you had the cloak. Beg your pardon. I ignore
Well,
that. Strike that
I've
from the
still got
comment.
my tighty whities, my boots.
Okay.
The
First
naked
shield.
man, formerly known as Tin.
As you actually get to the end of this passageway, I think you can actually see it already here.
Or
No.
Maranthian.
I can't see that far.
Ancient pathways.
But
Blackness.
I know Rurik can.
It's a
Ashanek can see here.
And
I
yeah.
can see too.
it's a mine
And-
shaft.
Yeah, and so I think every the front three members can, the front four members can, the two at the back can't see it. There's a passageway that goes off here. There seems to be a set of stairs that goes up, a little set of stairs, and you can also see here there's a little set of stairs going up as well, and here there appears to be one of those. I'm going to say it like this, but don't overestimate. It's like a mine shaft cage, but it's not really a cage. It's like, you know, what miners go in and then gets lowered down, and you can see sort of like the pulleys up at the top, and there seems to be a gap down here, and you can see that the you think the winch system is probably over there, and you can actually get by from here into this part without any problem. It's not sort of like covering up the whole area, and you figured this is probably the cage that will go down onto the next level. Oh, the only other thing about this is that this buffer here is naturally not there, because obviously it'll be where you'll push wagons into this area. You haven't seen any wagons at all in this level. This is the same as the upper level.
Have we cleared these areas? I can't remember.
No, you've never. This is the first time you've been down this.
Are we going to do this? Shall we do the same that we did before? Right wall hug, then go left, right.
Of course, Squishy Man.
In Wills.
We've been pursuing a right to left
Say again, sorry.
tactic.
I haven't got the heart on me anymore. I've used the temporary hit points.
Yeah, it'll still be there if you get it back.
Oh,
so
right, yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Right, in Wales, I do need a wee.
Okay, yeah. So
I stuck out during combat without saying anything. I managed to get back before my turn, but you go right ahead and disrupt.
just nip off and come back when you're ready.
Oh, okay. Bazooka's going to go up and clear this area out anyway.
Okay, when you can see right the way back into this area here now, and there seems to be various what appears to be like pots and pans scattered all over the area. There's also quite a smell of dung and sort of like decomposing bits of fungus up here. You think, Bazooka, it's probably where the dust imps were hanging out. You can see some things on the floor in the can you see yeah, you can see some things just here. There seems to be some gems and some bottles and
Shiny.
Say again, sorry?
Shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny things, abandon all hope.
You just see Bazooka coming out with like a big pot and just holding it on his chest like this, and it's just got a mountain of shiny things, and he's like, shiny things, shiny things, shiny things.
That's my cue.
Do you want to go up and investigate?
Yeah, he's going to push up as far as he can.
How does he not?
Yeah.
That moment you find the one ring.
Just move yourself to where you want to be, so I can see what you can see and what you can't see.
Right. Okay. So he's
Where you want to
come
end up, yeah.
So
Because
if
the objects are sort of like here, yeah. Okay, so you can see that there's 7 quite large gems, and there's appears to be some kind of scroll case there as well, and then there's 2 small potions as well.
Bazooka's looking on the ceiling, making sure there's none of them.
No, there's nothing up on the ceiling or anything.
You mean he
So he's
actually
gonna-
learned from previous experiences?
Yeah, he nearly died.
Can I see that scroll case? Or you can read magic?
Well, it's exactly where it's in front of Bazooka.
It's worthless to me. Take it, and he's just going to pick up the gems.
Yeah. Okay. So there's several gems there. 7 gems there. You figure that they're probably worth somewhere, until you get them valued, somewhere between 10 and 100 gold pieces each. They look quite nice. The scroll, you can't actually read the magic in it, Rorik.
It's not Arcana.
You can't read the. It's unfamiliar magic to you.
Okay.
So this area is pretty much clear then. There's no.
There's 2 potion bottles
Oh,
and the scroll.
uh,
I hand the
Here,
scroll to
potion.
Julius. Can you read this?
they wrote take the potions.
Let me just check. Yeah, both Julius and Tenariel can both read it. It's a first level Shield of Faith spell that can be read straight off the scroll, as in casting it.
I kind of don't need it. So I give it whoever can read it.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you don't
but
need it? Man who
It's
used
like
to be 10.
I already have that spell.
yeah, but it's like we have healing potion and you can heal, but we both use them.
I think the problem with Julius having it is actually being able to unfold the scroll and actually cast it.
You have a
if he's
free
in
hand
combat.
now.
Yeah,
Now
especially if he's in combat. So who's taking the cleric healing the cleric spell, the scroll?
I'll take it if nobody else can use it.
Okay, cool.
I could now that I have a free hand. It's just the action.
Okay, and there's also 2 potions. They both appear to be red and cloudy.
They both
Oh.
appear identical.
Yeah, exactly. You can stick your finger in
The
and
potion.
you can take a little bit if you wish.
Sure, let's
Okay,
try
I've
that.
already done it.
Yeah, okay. They're both potions of healing, and they cannot be taken in 8s or anything like that. They have to be the full lot has to be taken, and they will automatically heal 2d4 plus 2 worth of damage.
I'm going to take one. Assuming I tried one, I'm going to just hold on.
Okay, so Elvol's got one of them. Yeah. Who's got the other one?
Can I
I'll take
get the other one?
You said 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah. So who's taking the other one?
I'll take the other.
Okay. Julius has got the other one. Excellent. Okay then. Okay. Yeah. Okay, apart from this area, it seems to be where these imps have been hanging out for the past century or so. Okay, you can see this place here seems to go up into a cavern, and you can probably see it from where you are, Bazooka.
Yeah, I can see the opening and up to here.
Yeah, so you can see it just appears to be like an empty cavern.
Okay.
We're sure we cleared the other passage this time? No more, hidden spiders?
You can see around the outside of this cavern that there appears to be wooden benches, and you think this might have been almost like a waiting area for the cage to go down to the lower level, because obviously everybody can't get in there at the same time. So you think that this is a place that the miners might have sat, waited, or if the cage was at the bottom, people would have sat here waiting for the cage to come up, and then you would have gone down. Rurik, you can see the cage is there in front of you. It seems to have it's really good design. Very good design. It seems to be made up of metal and wood together. So it seems to be the main framework of it appears to be metal, but the rest of it, but the sort of like the slats in between seems to be wood. There seems to have, it doesn't have a sliding up and down thing like this. Oop, just knocked me mic. Like this. It seems to be more of an open 2 doors and then close together. You do notice that there's a wooden plaque on one of the doors that opens that just has the digit 6 on it. You can see the pulley up above, and it seems to have what appears to be a chain rather than a rope. So there's a chain that comes from the top of the cage over this, and then there's obviously some kind of counterbalance that the pulley that is here can be used to wind, so you can bring it up and down quite normally. It looks like it says 6 on the front. There does also seem to be inside the cage, there seems to be another almost like winch. So you think you could actually winch it from the inside as well as from this side. From where you are, Roy, just roll your history roll for me, please.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, can I roll to see if it's abstained the time it wasn't repaired?
Yeah. Oh yeah, several things that you can tell from this cage. Number 1, it's extremely well made. Number 2, it fits into the hole exactly. You know, so it's not going to go down the side, but it looks like it's set up to not to sort of like brush up against, but not also to bang from either side or anything like that. The floor appears to be wooden, but it seems to have metal bars underneath that the wood has been put over the top.
When we get down, don't stick your finger out of the chain.
Say again, sorry?
I say don't stick your fingers out of the fencing.
Yeah, especially if you're going down, because they're slice.
Keep all hands inside the vehicle.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to make a comment to the group, but I want to preface that this is in character and not a question to the DM. It's very curious that those creatures had full reign of these caverns for so many years, probably decades, and didn't touch the metal in this elevator. The chain and all of its components are still intact.
Jump in, find out. It's probably a special metal.
They were probably
wobbly.
They were probably. This part was probably protected by the imps.
The sand creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That is possible if they were able to keep them back from this area.
Like even the.
Well, let's go.
Even the tracks, they have the medals on them, or.
Yeah, we can all. The
tracks.
where we need to go is where we need to go. The blessed divine obviously wants to go down there.
Should we notify the miners that we've cleared another level for them to inspect?
We haven't really cleared it with the mushrooms back there.
Do we have a proposed solution for the mushrooms, or should we bring them in to see if they, with all of their mining and caving and underground experience, may have some input on how to handle it?
It's still the rust monster as
Burn
well.
it. There's plenty of us with fire. Burn it.
Again, those remaining rust monsters, little buddy, can't be dealt with until we bring them down to clear the rubble.
Yeah, I don't think the rebel's gonna clear out. The ceiling doesn't seem to support it. When you remove a rock, it will fill in again.
So we're at a halt then. We either try and go down. Let's clear the rest of this level. We haven't cleared it yet.
The elevator goes down. Isn't that another level?
We kind of need to go. If we need to
We need
clear,
to destroy the mushrooms first.
the area. Clearing the mushrooms will not answer the question. The rust things that dealt with me. Yeah, as you see me, Bold Jill.
So
Have they
you're saying you don't want to continue onward until you are better equipped?
That is the question.
Along with that question, it raises another. If we retreat now, what is your plan for re-equipping yourself? Even if we took the journey back to the village, are they going? I don't recall them having the material to re-equip you in your tin man.
I have some knowledge in blacksmithing. You know that armor is about 1 year to make.
1 year.
Do we need to wait 1 year for you to re-equip?
Which is actually great. So you say that. So with that knowledge now, is it we don't have time for 1 year? We either do this now or.
Do you think my armor will fit you?
That's an awesome question.
From a dwarf to
Does it have magical properties?
No.
Generally, non-magical armor will not refit from dwarf to human.
Okay. If anything happens to me, I have a greater and normal.
Julius, you probably want to move yourself up a little bit because you're unless you want to be shouting this down that.
Here's our rear guard at the moment.
Yeah.
What part of his
How
armor
much
are rusted?
delay would
Only
you
his
like
leg?
to create?
His legs and his left arm.
Yeah.
Can I
No.
just give him those parts?
No, they won't fit him.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
No, you don't have a sleeve.
Zuka has a one eye.
To help us out, but what I've been holding back for like if we hit a boss.
How much delay do you want to create, Tin Man, in re-equipping yourself for, in pursuit of our mission?
How much time
Are you
will
able to carry on with this limitation that has been created for you?
How much time will it take me to adjust my armor to like just the legs and the arm to flat size?
Armor like plate is always custom made.
Exactly what Tenario
Which
says.
is-
You can't adjust a dwarf's to half elves.
Even the gauntlets
I
and the
mean-
boots you can't refit without great redesign.
Julius kind of feels touched because you are actually considering delaying the mission to my tankiness in this respect. It's like that's actually quite kind of sweet. It's the best thing that he's actually been talked about, and it is like
So how does he feel about Erevel's true disdain of your contemplation of delaying the threat to the village?
for a year. I wasn't contemplating that. I was not. That wasn't a contemplation. That was a fact. It is like as soon as I heard that it was going to take a year to make another suit of armor. No, that was not a factor. So therefore, the only way to do it is to go down there. But I feel touched that you guys will try and adapt your armors to me. That was what was gonna, is like, oh, thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Okay, guys. So, what's going to be your plan?
Crack
Well,
on.
we've established that we cannot delay for
Okay.
rebuilding armor. The question still remains: do we delay long enough to inform the miners that there is another level for them to explore and give us their input and their expertise on.
What, as in like the mushrooms? Had they seen it before?
The mushrooms and also the creatures that we buried or contained behind the rubble, which Ereval very still sees as a threat, very much sees as a threat, and would prefer that we got some expert opinion on.
Yeah, to know that knowledge, we have to go back up and ask them.
Exactly, and that's what he's encouraging, that we step back, get their input on the second level before pursuing the third level.
Would that human armor fit you?
They're only wearing leather stuff, and like I said before, somebody else said if the guards were wearing any type of plate, it would have been custom made to them, so it's not likely to fit Julie's.
Right. Let's go back. Talk to the miners.
Yeah.
Ashenik is just going to follow the gnome because he knows he needs looking after. Otherwise, he's going to get into mischief.
Okay, guys. So, what are you going back up to the previous level, or going right way up to the top?
We're going to go back
to wherever the miners are.
Well, the miners are on the next level up still, with the guards sorting it out.
Yeah, we'll explain the layout, what hazards there currently are, what actions we've taken, and
our current concerns.
Right. So, I mean, the thing that the only thing I really need to know, as well as all that, really, is it the plan that you're going up to the first level to take a long rest before you carry on down to the third level? Is that what you plan on doing?
That'll probably be the best issue.
I would like to. I have 2 sorcery points left. That's it.
Is that the plan then? Yep.
Yeah, we might take a long rest.
Yeah, okay then. So we might as well leave it there for this week then. And you guys can have... What have you actually... I was just trying to sort out... So you've dealt with the original battle. You've killed a phase spider.
We effectively cleared out another level of the mine.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, well, you still got issues with the fungus area. That's still left, and you've got and then you found the cage down to the third level. So that's brilliant. So right, so I will. Are you going up to the? I was just thinking, Tenarion and Araval, are you happy to stay in the first level of the mine for your long rest, or are you going right the way up to the top?
We need the sky.
If there's a long rest, we want to be under the stars.
Excellent.
No questions asked.
Yeah, cool.
Do some moonbathing.
Can Bazooka stay up on the next level up instead of going all the way up to the top?
Yeah, it's quite safe for people to go wherever they want to spend their long rest to get their any hit points back that they've lost, or to any spells that they want to regain, or sorcery points that they wish to regain as well. Cool. Okay then, so we will end it there. Do you know, guys, I really did think you were going to finish that adventure to this week. But oh no.
That's what you get for planning.
Yeah.
Take about 25%, and that's probably what we're gonna land.
No, it's no worries at all. Okay then, so before we head off, I'll let everybody allow them the opportunity to say who they are and where you can find them. And as always, can I please remind you just to somebody start it off and then pass it on to somebody else. So, and then that releases me, and I can do all the shout outs, etc. as we go along. So,
but you get to start. Who gets to go first?
Well, since you're talking Cryptex, you can go first.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well,
And,
again,
and
my name
also,
is Cryptex.
yeah, and also it's because I was halfway through typing your shout out. So
Oh, you're going to start with me regardless. Okay.
yeah,
Well, my name is Cryptex. You can find me on my site, which Invel graciously just promoted. Tomorrow, I'm going to be probably actually playing Hellblade. It's kind of been my focus lately. It's a really fun game. I've also been usually Saturdays and Sunday mornings. You can find me
yep,
as well as midweek occasionally, and I Cryptex_81 on Twitter, where I try to keep updated if I'm going to have extra streams. And let's throw it to Clout.
I'm Kutsadin. You can find me in this game. Or you can find me in the chat of all those great streamers there.
thank you. Do you ever stream?
And I'll
Cloud?
pass it to... No.
No.
I'll pass it to the gnome, Big Beastie.
Okay, I am Big Beastie, and you can find me whenever I stream, whenever that is, or you can find me alternate Mondays playing Mithras in this channel,
Monday. Yeah.
or Tuesdays playing Shadowrun in this channel, and again Saturdays playing D&D, or I would be floating around in all these streamers, just lurking in their chat.
Excellent. Who's next?
Let's go Battery. Sees his streams.
Hi guys, I'm Flat_Battery. You can find me streaming most days. I have been a little bit away for the last week. You can find me on my next stream is going to be on Monday. Probably some PUBG or maybe something else. We'll see. You can also do my social media on Twitter or Flat_Bat. Whatever you find. Go to my Twitch. Scroll down. You'll find the link. Also with YouTube. I haven't used it in a while, so please excuse me. The social media is always on my Twitch. So yeah, check me out and hopefully see you there.
Excellent.
And I'm going to push it to Sprocket.
Oh, got to wake up now. I'm so tired. Hi, I'm Sprocketeer on Twitter. I don't stream. I'm here Saturdays and alternate Mondays for Mithras. Sundays I play Curse of Strahd on Fuzzy Mushroom Blues stream. And AD&D First Edition with Skagath on Monday night at 11 p.m. And I've got 2 games I'm going to be running soon coming up. Not sure when I'm going to be doing them. I think that's everything.
Excellent.
That leaves Longshanks.
Sorry, Longshanks.
That's right. Hi guys, I'm Longshanks EPG. You can find me every other Monday, which is this Monday coming, in this amazing channel playing Mithras / RuneQuest, where you find me playing the tank of the group, and that is probably the most brutal RPG I've ever played. There's just limbs and severed heads flying everywhere. It's insane. And you can then find me every Tuesday in this, once again, in this amazing channel, playing Shadowrun. We've got some, I think we've just finished the latest mission on, oh no, we haven't finished the latest mission, where we found a mysterious person that is kind of like, we don't know what's going on, and we're running around, and all of a sudden he's worth like loads of money, and everyone's trying to kill us. So yeah, that was great fun. And then you can find me here on Saturdays playing a druid, and eventually I will probably be changing into an animal in one of these druid sessions coming up very soon. It will happen.
You know, Longshanks, too bad you don't stream. I would definitely follow you.
I would. I just, because of work, I don't have the time, and then it's Saturdays, and I'm in here, so I'm just like, yeah. Internet's pants as well. Internet's pants. I turn into a robot a lot. And over to Inwells.
Excellent. Okay, so the votes are in, guys. The votes are in for that points of inspiration. And this week, the point of inspiration goes to.
It's not Clark. He's been voting for himself.
It goes to Arvold the Ranger.
Betsy slowly goes insane on the ground.
So you get the point of inspiration. So well done for today. Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
I will be back. We'll be back next week and playing Dungeons and Dragons. I will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock BST time playing some Elder Scrolls Online. And like the rest of them said, the schedule is down below in the event section. So we'll be playing Mithras on Monday, Shadowrun on Tuesday, and then some Final Fantasy on Thursday, then back to the schedule as advertised. So guys, it only remains for me to say in my usual way, have fun, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, consider yourself well and truly waffled. Have fun, guys. Bye.
Bye.